Hello, welcome to VJ Talks Interlude. While VJ Talks Season 3 is on the horizon, it's not quite ready yet. So in the meantime, I've got a few episodes I'll be putting out between now and the return of Season 3 in Q1 of 2025. So enjoy. Hey everybody, it's VJ Harris. In case you don't know, my pronouns are they, them, he, him, and something funny. And I am here with the with the Jesus. I'm here with not only the cast, but also like the creative minds behind Empire Queen. I didn't get to do this at Gen Con. This was planned, but we did get to pick it up here. So I'm very excited to be like presenting this interview to you. And now we're gonna like have our amazing guests introduce themselves, and then we're gonna jump into some questions.
Hi,
Super.
VJ. I'm Dane Owens. Sorry we missed you at Gen Con, but glad you're feeling better. I'll take it to Jay.
Yeah. Hey there. Jason Schulz, who had a great time at Gen Con. Really enjoyed it. It was a first time experience for it. And look forward to being able to discuss this with your fans.
Hi, my name is Ciel Post, and I play Ara Winter in Empire Queen.
Excellent, thank you. And okay, so my first kind of question here is, so I know that like this Empire Queen is like has inspiration and like kind of homage to like Harry Potter, Shrek, The Princess Bride, and whatnot. I'm kind of curious if there's any like inspiration or homage being paid that people would be surprised to know about is actually in there. Like I'm as a like a game designer, I'm always telling people, hey, take inspiration from everywhere. So I love hearing if there's any like secret things that people aren't quite aware about, like might have gone into the creation of something.
I can answer that on one front. There's a little Moana nod in it, in that Sterling's character winds up getting beached on a tropical island, and he has his Moana adventure.
I
And
like
there's
that. I
another
like that.
little hidden reference with a nod to Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol in a particular line with one of the throwbacks of the mid-1900s movie.
I watched the film and I have no idea which line it is, although I also haven't read read or seen A Christmas Carol in years. I'm gonna have to go back and watch it and be like, which one, and like really update this interview later. Be like, I found it.
Yeah. Yeah, little Easter eggs. Fun for the audience to try to go hunting for them.
Ciel, anything you want to add to that, or I move on to another question?
No, I mean, I'm trying to think, but I think the guys managed to put in every, classic fantasy, a nod to every classic fantasy film I can think of. So
We got even got a little Pirates of the Caribbean swashbuckling
that's
in
true. Yeah.
For sure.
I can definitely believe that. Oh, yeah, I can definitely believe that. So this next question, it's for all three of you. My first thing, I'd never heard of Empire Queen, and then I got the email about it. And so of course I went and like watched everything. I read everything. I asked for like, hey, can I get a link to actually watch it as well, to ask questions about it, of course, and went down this rabbit hole of like, oh, this has been like a 15-year journey. Like I found the original music video, which I didn't know existed until that point. I was like, oh, this is really good. Then like the New York Times, the interview with William Shatner, I think it was. So I'm just kind of curious for like all three of you, since all three of you were like, at least I think all. Jason, I'm. Were you also? I feel like you were also in the music video. Were you, or am I
Yeah,
misremembering
the
that?
first
Okay.
music video is in there for about 5 seconds. The second
Okay.
one, I think I made it in for about 15 seconds.
Okay, because I was like, I'm pretty sure I saw all three of you in the music videos. And I guess my question is like I said, this has been like first music video was 15 years ago. You had the second music video, and then also you have this actual movie. What was it like, this like 15-year journey from then to now?
Well, I will tell you, it's been exciting and really fan supported. When Shine on Me came out, we just put it up on YouTube, and I was still working on my album. I wasn't even thinking about will that launch, and all of a sudden it went viral at the time, and just so much press and interest happened. And it was around that time that we got approached by a pretty significant Hollywood agent, and they said, hey, what you guys have done is really cool. Would you think about maybe making a movie? And because the imagery was designed to look like the trailer to a movie,
Mhm.
and they're going, well, this could be a movie. And so we made a secondary music video, Lightspeed, which of course features CL and Jay also. And so that continued the story and the saga. And I think what was really important in the making of the film was we tried very hard to contextualize, for fans of those two music videos in particular, a lot of the imagery that you see in the music videos is contained within the film and explained in a hopefully a cohesive way. It's been fun. I had a lot of people saying, you got to make a movie. When's the movie coming out? And then once we announced it, we're like, we're making a movie. There was just a tremendous wave of, this is great. I can't wait to see it. And you know, we're on this journey of having the film keep expanding. We will be on streaming on Prime shortly. We've been on TVOD initially, transactional video, and then we'll be on iTunes, Google Play, and Vudu. So our distribution is really expanding as we go. And of course, this Gen Con Best Feature Film win is always a good thing too.
Yeah, of course, which amazing, like congratulations on that win as well. I got to interview another like movie producer and movie whatnot, and they also won at Gen Con. So I'm obviously it's not me, but I'm like, hey, if I get to keep interviewing like winners of Gen Con movies, I'm gonna enjoy that a lot. Jason, what about you for this like 15-year journey?
Well, you know, initially, you know, I had a little character in both the music videos and was doing more of the work behind the scene, running camera and some cinematography, especially on Lightspeed. You know, and the interesting thing is, you know, we've really evolved through this process because Shine was shot on 35mm film and it wasn't cheap. And then some years later, with the advancement of the digital revolution, we were able to shoot Lightspeed for about 10% of what we spent on Shine. And so that's what triggered the idea of like, you know, people are saying this looks like it could be a movie. It's a movie trailer. We started to really believe like, well, you know, if we can do the Lightspeed, you know, 5 minutes for $7,500, like start timing that out a little, times that out a little bit. It's like, what could we do like, you know, 90 minutes for? And we started realizing it was doable. And so we shot some test scenes and then we all wound up reprising our characters from the music videos. And we brought everybody that was originally involved with the project back into it. And then had to learn how to give ourselves a voice because the music videos obviously don't have dialogue. So it was a very interesting evolution going from music video, no dialogue, to full feature film that was now 2.5 hours long, which, you know, we thought maybe we could split this up into 6 episodes, the way streaming seems to be working now, but we decided to go with the feature film version of it. We thought that was a little bit more fun. So at any rate, a lot of little twists and turns, but, you know, it's effectively just an expansion of the music video and in a much more ambitious and magnificent way than we ever thought we would be able to achieve, honestly.
Yeah, no, that's actually a really amazing. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest. I'm glad that y'all just had it as one. I know streaming likes to do like, you know, the episodes, but I am a big fan of like, you know, just a solid feature film that's however long it needs to be to get the story told. It's
That's right.
It reminds me of being younger.
If it was 6 episodes, people would probably binge it all in one day anyways.
That's right.
Yeah. Exactly. And Ciel, I'm actually really interested in like your thoughts about this as well. I love movies. I don't often get to like talk to people on the behind the scenes, and the idea of like starting as like having a role in a music video and then getting to be like one of the main actors in like a movie 15 years later is really like kind of intriguing to me in that regard.
Oh, trust me, it's intriguing to me as well. Because if someone had shown me a crystal ball, you know, 15 years ago and said, this is going to be what's going to happen, you're going to meet these two very creative and sweet guys and become basically family, and this is where you'll be in 15 years, I think you are absolutely out of your tree. It's been really fun, you know. I mean, I met them at Warner Brothers. I had just gone there for a commercial audition and didn't get that commercial, but met Jason that day. And then he introduced me to Chris, and Chris approached me about being in his music video, and I thought, oh, well, that'll be fun. That'll be a fun day of work. Cut to, you know, I guess hundreds of days of work and many, many years later, and just being on this really fun journey with these two guys I know, you know, really consider my family. So.
Yeah. Oh, I love to hear that. So important question for the three of you. clearly you all don't have the accents that you had in in the actual movie, which I was unsure because sometimes people can throw me for a loop. Like somebody has an amazing American accent. I'm like, you're British? Or and I
Yeah.
was like, you know what? I don't know. We'll find out when the recording starts for sure. Well, okay. Actually, Chris, I did know you didn't have that accent because I'd seen the William Shatner one, but for the other two, I was like, I could be surprised. I am curious about like for each of you, what kind of went into like choosing the accent, like and kind of staying in character with it. I mentioned previously I design games. I also run them for people, and I try to do like kind of stay in character with voices and whatnot, but it's kind of hard for me, except for one very specific one, and that one has like a little like trigger phrase I have to do to stay in
That's
it.
right. That helps.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but so I'm just really curious about like the whole process behind it for each of you.
Ciel, you want to take that first?
Yeah, so my mom is British, so I've grown up around English accents. Obviously, that whole side of the family has them, so I think I can slip into it pretty easily. I don't know. My mom gives me a hard time. She's like, no, that's not quite right. But yeah, she anyways, so it's kind of easy for me, and I'm always walking around the house doing weird character voices anyways, just for fun. So yeah, I think I was trying to help the guys a little bit with that because I'm around it a lot, but I don't know.
Yeah, she was definitely our dialogue coach on that. We did a test scene early on, and we were still, trying to figure out like what is a voice. I was a little bit raspy, throaty at first, just trying to figure out like what sounds right for the character. And you just have to play around with it a little bit and see what sounds, the most appropriate. And honestly, it's like, it's not spot on British, but we're not in England in this movie. We're in Ilarion.
Right.
So, we're an amalgam of
That's
things. We've got ship captains, and we've got knights, and we've got damsels in distress, and we've got it's no particular time frame, it's no particular location. So, we just made it our own universe.
Yeah.
Yeah, and to mirror Jay's sentiment, Ciel was a wonderful dialogue coach for us. She, sometimes you get it nearly right, but then a very American version of a word comes out, and she'd be like, no, do this. And I also went to school in England for a while, so I got my ear a little bit tuned to that too. And that was part of the fun too. Part of the joy was being different characters from a different land with different ways of speaking and addressing things. That was really a joyful part for I think all of us.
Excellent. Okay, so very kind of important question. Well, they're all important questions, but I'm kind of curious, is there anything that got left out of the final cut that like you really wanted in there but it didn't work, or something like that wasn't necessarily in it to begin with, but then you go back and you watch it and be like, it would have been really interesting to like had the opportunity to add it now that I've seen the full thing together?
I know I can add for myself, there's really nothing on the cutting room floor that isn't in the film in some version. As you've seen the movie, that we do a lot of montages which have swirling images and plow through footage very quickly, which I'm really happy about because it's a way of like putting in everything that you think is your treasure, but doesn't have to take up too much time. No, so from my perspective, we really don't have much that we shot that didn't end up in the movie at all. And I'm grateful for that.
Yeah, there's a little bit of dialogue that you can be more efficient with, and we've trimmed the dialogue out of some scenes, but I would say most of the scenes are represented. We did make an attempt at shooting one of those post-credits little ending tags, but we took the story in a different direction after that, so we did not wind up using that. But I would say that we probably used 96% of the things that we conceived of in terms of the scenes and shots in the film. There was one, Chris, you remember, we did the dragon flyover with Ciel, and we wound up not using that particular one.
That's
but
right.
I mean, it's so minimal.
We have probably a 2-minute scene of that, and that was actually nice footage too. You're right, Jay.
You could
Good
do that
memory.
in the bonus footage on the DVD.
That's right.
I mean, I'll say things that we didn't intend on being in the film, but that just naturally are in it. Or it's like all three of us getting injured. Like anytime you see us falling or tripping or scraping our arm or what have you, that's real. We are falling, or we are actually getting scraped. Or
We do our own stunts.
We did our own stunts.
But
Oh,
you know,
that's
we were a very
hilarious.
humble sized crew. So I mean, it's like, you know, we didn't have a studio budget. We had a very modest indie budget. So
Mhm.
you wind up wearing a lot of different hats, and stuntman is definitely one of them.
Mhm.
Yeah.
No, I believe that. So kind of talking about the world building a little bit. Like I think what was the process for world building for this actually? Like from the names of the spells and the monsters to like the literal riddles that were created for this.
Well, I think that as we progressed within our story, we knew that we wanted certain pillars that helped to inform the quest, if you will. And so part of that was just the structure of the story to get from A to Z. And then along the way, you want, as Harry Potter fans, I think that informed a lot of our inspiration for fun names for things, for character names. Jay came up with fun character names, Ciel did. Our executive producer, Kiki Coral, she had some fun names. I like fun names. So that was part of our process as well. They kind of could come from any direction.
Mhm.
Jay, I don't know if you have a comment about this too.
Yeah, I mean, it was, you know, a little bit somewhat on the fly even, you know, and realizing that we were adding a character or, you know, a bit of scenery and so forth. So, you know, I guess it's because we're programmed with our sensibilities for fantasy that a lot of this stuff came naturally. Chris certainly was the author of this universe from the outset, but a lot of us, you know, just put in our own creativity as we were on the fly coming up
Mm.
with various things. And, you know, I'm not sure if I think I came up with Cordelia and Chris came up with Crumworthy, you know, that type of a thing. So,
But you had Philologus Crumworthy, which is a
yes,
great
I
name.
came up with Philologus.
That was a great name.
And we weren't
Poppet
sure about, remember Mudbrick? We weren't sure if it was mud. We weren't sure which,
Mudrick or
right.
Mudbrick.
I
Yeah.
think
We
I
had
think
to keep
CL decided which one it was going to be.
Yeah.
right, and then we had to keep reshooting it because every time we'd say it, it was once it was Mudbrick, once it was Mudrick. Anyways, yeah. But Poppet
Yeah.
the mouse is a
Hmm.
nod to my papa. Growing up, he used to call me Poppet. So that's a nod to him. And then Quinley the horse is a nod to my dog's girlfriend next door. The dog next door.
Yeah, so you see, BJ, that ideas can come from anywhere. And in fact, our script was elastic in the sense that when we were filming, especially when we were in Portland, we discovered a lot of things along the way. And we said, let's get that. Let's get that on film. Maybe, for example, there's a scene where Jay gets refreshed by the tears that are falling from the rock of Ilarion. And that was just, we didn't scout that. We didn't know it was there. We just shot it. And then we repopulated it with the narration of what exactly happened. And that was really fun for us. If we do the sequel, which I'm hoping we do, we would like to have it be as open as possible so that we can discover things along the way and just grab them, figure out how to put it in later.
Hey, excellent. And I mean, I guess since you mentioned the sequel, I'll go to like kind of like my final kind of combo question. One, what is the like as of right now in your mind, what is the future for Empire Queen? And two, in like if you could have your wildest dreams like brought to screen or in any medium, right? Because you know, you've got a fun fantasy setting, there's tabletop role-playing games that are always looking for new things in there, that kind of thing. What is the full future wildest dreams come true for Empire Queen? So one's the like, hey, what are you immediately thinking and kind of working towards? And two is like the wildest dreams of it.
Hey, if
I'll
I
let
had
you
a
guys take that first.
Funko doll, that'd be great.
Yeah, I mean, for us, we want to keep doing this. This is really fun. It's our own universe. We all have our characters, and we can take it in really exciting directions. As you see in the film, there's two other kingdoms, and evil is pervasive. And a lot of people have to learn magic that has been suppressed in this realm, including Jay and my characters. We've never even held wands before, and so for us, it's new and exciting. And I think kind of the sky's the limit. We'd love to make another movie. Having a gaming universe would be super fun, super cool. And you know, as we head down the area of merchandise, that's always nice. I saw that with music. I got lots of people sent me photographs of themselves wearing my T-shirt as a musician, and that was always really great. The support is wonderful and means a lot to all of us. CL, what is your thought about that? This project could go?
I mean, I love let's see. I love theater, so I think Empire Queen the musical
Love it.
would be great. And let's see. Empire Queen fruit snacks.
That's
And
really
you
good.
know what? We have to give a nod out to Nicholas Repetto, speaking of
I'm
musical.
doing that
Yeah,
right now.
Chris is
Let's
right
see.
there
Yes.
on that one.
Yes.
It's a little blurry there, but
Sorry. Empire Queen, this is our CD soundtrack, which is,
you back it off, Chris?
let's see, about 2 hours of original music.
Ooh,
Sorry, guys, for all the reflection. There we go. That's probably the best version of it.
perfect.
And it's a wonderful soundtrack. We just want to tell the world how much we love Nick Repetto, what a great job he did.
It's
You know, it's symphony
amazing.
orchestra, it's 80-piece orchestra, choir, horn section. It's just beautiful music, and it's really a character in the film.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's our goal, VJ, is conquer
Yeah.
the world with Empire Queen.
And you know, it would be fun to get a theatrical version of this going somewhere somehow, you know, because we're on streaming now, but it'd be nice to see it on a big screen.
Yeah.
That's a good comment, Jay. It looks so good, VJ, on the big screen. We were delighted. We had it on a huge projected screen at a screening, and it was like, wow, this looks really, really good. We've been watching it on monitors as we edit it, but it's very satisfying to see it. It's quite beautiful, if I do say so. I'm not beautiful. She's beautiful and he's beautiful, but I'm not.
Don't sell yourself short there, Chris. I'll definitely keep an eye out to see if I can't get my hands on a big screen to watch it on, versus the monitor that I was also watching it on as well. But with that, again, I want to thank y'all so much for like jumping into a call with me and doing this interview, and I can't wait to share this with the rest of the world.
Thank you.
But yeah, thanks for being here.
Thanks,
Appreciate
VJ.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure.
This is fun.
Thank you so much for watching this interview. Now enjoy Shine On Me, the music video that launched this amazing journey 15 years ago.
Touched